Hello, and welcome to Lamentations of the Martian Princess. This is session 14, which we're going to call Apocalypse Now. And thank you for joining us. Yeah, well, anyhow.
Oh, God. Can I tell you a story about apocalypse?
Ah, yes. Well, anyhow.
Okay, quick story before we start, okay?
Oh, sure.
We had, being in the Canadian Air Force, of course, worked with a lot of our friends are French Canadian, and we had a young guy working with us, and we were talking about movies one day, what movies we liked, and he says, I really like that movie, Apocalypse. What's it called? And I go, what? Apocalypse? He goes, yeah, you know, Apocalypse Now. I'm like, Apocalypse Now. Okay. So I made him up a fake poster, just like the movie poster, but I spelt it Apocalypse Now.
Oh my God.
Fantastic. All righty. Well, that gets the mood going. Anyhow.
We need something to lighten the mood.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Because you definitely need something to lighten the mood because it's not, you guys aren't doing so good right now. So let's see. When last we left our heroes, such as they are, you guys were escaping or had escaped from the caves where the Scarans had been awakened and started chasing you, which was going very badly. You actually lost a couple people in the attacks, and I believe Thane and Jacinda almost died. Certainly Thane almost died.
Yes.
At one point, getting back the spell book and getting back the armor. To give you an idea of like who was actually with you as you had escaped and rode for a day with no signs of pursuit when you made camp, but who's actually with you, or what do you actually have? You've got 8 horses, you've got eight equisars, and you've got 15 people. So you've got actually 1 equisar with no rider. So 4 people are the party. The rest would be Yanni, the member of the House of the Spider, who's been charmed by Jacinda. There is Zor and Thak, the 2 men of House Sarathenes, who are pretty loyal to Bran ever since he saved their life. Stout, stalwart fighters. We have one other guy. We don't know his name.
Dozin?
No. He's a guy that I haven't given a name yet.
Oh, okay.
A member of the House of Sarathenes. Gotcha. The only other male. There's Dozin the priest, the melancholy priest, the only member of those 3 priests that are still alive. Probably the most, I don't want to say the most useless, but certainly the most melancholy and kind of a downer. Then there's Rosalind, the fickle. Four women, 4 other women of the House of Sarathenes, and then a rather crazed Shang Kanthos.
Got it.
Who is with you? Who is somebody who is probably one of the most lucky men alive. Managed to escape being sacrificed to the monstrosity back in the Temple of Anu, back in Vesta, and then managed to hide in these warrens of the Argoni, not get captured, and then managed to escape with you people. So everything is, and you got about a day, maybe 2 days worth of food.
Right.
After that, it's hunting, and you managed to hunt enough to feed yourselves pretty much for the first day. I sent everybody a message about things that might have happened on the trek, or conversations you might have had, or dreams you might have had, all that kind of stuff. So just keep those in mind.
Oh,
and then
I
the morning, you forgot. Well, through the miracle of Messenger, you can look back at your messages.
Yep.
Because they're individual. And other than that morning when you woke up, I think it was about 8 o'clock in the morning. You realized it was at least Jacinda and Parthalion realized it was Jovian convergence at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And so Jupiter is humongous in the sky. No, much bigger than it should be. Io is making its transit across it, and Io itself just looks large because you're just so close. And at the point where Io is right dead center, all of a sudden the entire sky around goes black. It's not because the sun's being blocked out by anything; it's just the sky goes black, and this awful, purplish violet crackling eldritch energy or something starts crackling around Io. There's like actual beams or tendrils of it shooting Marsward. You can't say Earthward. I keep on wanting to say shooting Marsward, and you can already see that like one has landed somewhere. The ground shakes, and that's where he left off. And as you look up, you can see that Io is getting closer and closer. It seems to, you're not really sure, is Mars moving towards Io, or is Io moving towards Mars? But you can it's starting to fill the sky itself.
And it's looking like a big eye, right? Because Jupiter's in the background, and this is like a pupil.
Yeah,
Not
a bad metaphor. Yeah, right on. Looks a little bit like an eye.
Yeah.
All right. So nobody of consequence really died last time. I mean,
not really. Yeah, if I recall, Jacinta was actually advocating for leaving all of them.
Right.
Yes, I am. Yes.
Looking up at the sky as oh, go ahead, say something. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, because I know you said there was like Eldritch type energy that came down and whatever hit on Mars, and is it earthquake type?
The ground is shaking.
It's shaking currently.
It's not continuous shake, but it almost feels like something made impact with the ground, some distance away from you.
Are we able to determine where?
It's nominally to your left, but probably, I mean, just where it came down. I mean, you're guessing it's probably at least a couple miles away.
Does it lie between us and Paragon?
It does. That one does. No, it does not.
Does
not lie between you and Paragon. And as Io gets bigger and bigger, the sky, like the energy in the sky, it becomes more and more insistent and apparent, and it's just like it's almost like the sky is coming apart, and you can see shapes in the sky now. You can see some object that's getting closer and closer, and it looks like metallic. Just a little bit of a speck in the sky, but it's just growing more and more. You can see projections off of it, kind of this irregularly shaped object, and all of a sudden there's this rift to one side of this object starting to open up, and it's getting bigger and bigger, and there is this face starting to come out of it. If somebody were to ask you, what does this face look like? Is it human or not human? You wouldn't be able to say. It certainly just looks wrong. But you can feel like almost this presence.
And this is an object separate from Io. This is
an object separate from Io.
Okay. Do I feel any kind of? Are the hairs on my arms raising up? Do we feel any kind of electricity in the air? Or things reaching in and grabbing his medallion out right now.
Yeah, Parthalion will say, now would be a good time to start praying to Bella. And he says it to Thane and Dozin, who are right there with us.
Oddly enough, your medallion, as you grab it, you can feel it almost like pulsing.
Okay.
And are the hairs on your arm standing up? Yeah, you can feel kind of like almost this electric, some kind of charge in the air.
Okay, yeah.
Is this the Eye of Anu that we were told of? The planets and the configuration. I asked you, Simba, and that's kind of a rhetorical question because we don't know.
We don't know.
How are the equisaurs and horses acting right now? Are they?
They're pretty freaked out. They're pretty freaked out. The rest of the people that are with you are just freaking out. Most of them are just staring skyward. They're frozen in terror. You can see more of these tendrils of energy, like hitting now, like all around, and you can hear like booms. You can feel the ground shake. And
perhaps this is a dark god who requires some sort of mass sacrifice.
Let us hope not. Ivan,
we do have extra.
From my flight as a dragon a couple of sessions back,
right.
Do I remember any good stone formations other than the place we just came from, like where we might seek shelter? Because that's because we're still.
At the place where you're camping, there's definitely like it's rocky outcropping. Like you can kind of hide, sort of.
Okay.
After that, not for some time. I mean, there's definitely stone formations all about the trip from here to Paragon. Probably the most. It's about 4 days away.
About 4 days, right? Yeah. Oh no.
The horses, you guys can make some time, maybe a little bit more. But yeah, for the most part, 4 or 5 days away. There is, probably the best places to hide would be somewhere to the west, where you saw the Tharks. Probably a pretty good place. It looks like there's a lot of good spots to hide there. Also, the rather mountainous region, kind of to the east of Paragon, looks like it'd be a good place to hide, except it's really far away.
How fast is this silver? The face approaching us.
It is growing larger and larger. How fast? It's hard to tell. It just, and it's about a couple, maybe it's like 2 or 3 minutes of watching all this happen, and all of a sudden, you can almost hear and feel like just this slam, like right in your sternum, and the face, the presence, whatever it is like sucked back into this rift. This rift closes with a. You can't hear it. There's no sound being produced in the air, but it's almost like you can hear it. Yeah, it's being sucked back in, and the sky is slowly coming back to the normal. Well, gee, what color is the sky on Mars?
So I think we've seen like the pictures, right? I can't remember. There's the NASA pictures out there. I can't remember.
It's nice and blue. Okay, it's returning to the normal color, like all of a sudden. And I need Barthalion to make a save.
Okay, come on. I can't lose my winning streak or my losing streak. Let's see.
Save versus magic.
Oh, Jesus.
Is that a number?
Yeah, kind of. It's a 5. So.
Okay, it's a failure.
Yeah.
All right. In your mind, you hear all of a sudden this scream, like, "Where is he? Who has taken him?" And it's this like ear-piercing scream in your head.
Who is he?
Where is he?
Who has taken him?
Who has taken him? And go ahead, give me an intelligence check really fast.
16.
What's your intelligence?
17.
Oh, that's good. It really, it dawns on you right before the next thing happens. That sounds an awful lot like one of the Azee that you saw in the house of Mikkel. It's really. Now roll 3d6.
2, 1, and 5 is 8.
8. Okay. Well, Barthalion collapses.
Uh-oh.
From what?
One of their wizards must have tracked us down. Can you take them, Simba?
I will go see to him, and I will slap him across the face ever so gently.
Does Thane have any kind of reaction as far as seeing this face?
The face itself, I mean, you feel a great hatred.
Okay. All right.
In the meantime, Barthalion is right at this exact moment. Barthalion just looks stunned.
Yes. All right.
You're not really waking him up yet.
Much like his normal look is what you're saying.
In a stupor.
Yes. Very well then. I will. Can I get him up? Fall to the ground? Has he broken any bones?
He doesn't look like he's broken any bones. You're able to get him up. You're able to kind of hoist him up, but he doesn't seem to really be able to stand up on his own. He seems to be really kind of out of it. Not entirely unconscious, but just stunned.
Yeah.
As if he were like incredibly drunk or intoxicated or something.
Yes.
The situation wasn't reversed. He wouldn't be able to get Chisholm up.
Oh.
That's right.
Oh,
Well, Thane right now he's visibly shaking and angry, and he looks around after this breaks and hit him in the sternum, like he said. He's looking around for the women and children and all the trying to calm people down right now, and the horses trying to work from that angle. Get the camp back in under control.
Oh, really? You try? Hey, you know what? Roll 2d6. I want to see how well you calm everybody down. Make this a reaction roll.
Okay, that's 6. They do look up to me.
That's not so bad. They're people are still freaking out, but they're trying. You're not really rallying the troops, so to speak.
Mhm.
They're not. You're not making it worse.
has anyone else been stupefied by this?
No.
No.
I mean, it just seemed. I mean, from where you're standing, you just saw Parthalion just take a header.
Drop.
All right. I'll call to Brand to be of some use. Come help me pick up Parthalion and maybe get him in a safe place.
Plot.
There's no safe place from this sorcery. But yeah, he'll try and I don't know.
Was that a Josimian flip?
No,
Yeah.
no, he's talking about the sorcery in the sky.
Yes. All right. Yeah. So if just make sure he's comfortable and safe.
I'll watch over him, but we should get moving soon.
Yes.
Now it's the time for me to roll dice because I gave myself some tables here and I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, good.
So.
He says, "Get your woman to take care of him." To Brand,
Oh my god!
give her something to do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give them all tasks and stuff to keep their mind off.
I smell sour grapes. Hmm.
All right. Well, I found out where what happened here, so that will influence things later. So that's great. But that won't influence things now. And then there's only one other thing I got to roll for, and that is this. But go ahead, please talk amongst yourselves.
Do I regain consciousness or am I still out?
No, you're still out.
Well,
No, it's okay if I'm still out. I just before I talk, I just make sure I'm up.
Could be mumbling in your.
Yeah, if I'm mumbling, I'm just saying, who has taken him? Who has taken him? The Aziz. I'm just mumbling that until I wake up.
yeah, it takes him about 8 minutes to wake up, and he finally starts to come to.
Yes. Who do you speak of, Master Parthalion?
A vision, some sort of vision. I saw the Aziz, but to clarify, Ivan, we never saw the Aziz's face. We saw the red-clad armor. That's all we saw, right?
That's correct.
Correct.
The Aziz, they. I heard them speak, saying someone has taken him. I don't know of whom they spoke. But I find it curious that it happened as we saw this face in the sky. If I were to be an optimist, I would pray that perhaps Master Sarosthenes has somehow evaded their grasp. But that is pure conjecture on my part. I have no knowledge of this.
Your master is long dead, I'm afraid. Yeah.
How long have I been out?
3 years.
Mere moments, Master Parthalion. Mere moments.
Just moments.
Yes. Yes. Luckily, I had Braden come forward and help. And his deeply equine fragrance was enough to draw you out of stupor. So, yes, thank you, Bran. I knew you would be of some use today.
Bran, Thane, this we are caught out in the open. It's 4 days to Paragon. This things coming off of the moon of Io in the sky. It looked like they landed not far from here. Should we perhaps not make camp here in the rocks, which is a defensible position, and go scout them out. 3 miles is not that long a distance. Perhaps it'll be safer if we have the rest of the house take refuge here in the rocks while we go investigate what. Because otherwise, if something is coming after us, it might catch us out in the open.
I think you're wise, Master Barthalion. I'm trying to get the caravan under control and everybody busy in setting up camp here and reestablishing, and we can head out and do that. Brad and I, and if you need to stay here and recoup, I don't know what happened.
We'll need at least one of the sorcerers with us. We don't know what the hell it is that landed there.
Yes, someone to identify what exactly is going on.
Bedtime at Todd's.
Awesome grabs Brand, like, Brand, be careful.
No need to worry. If I don't die, I'll return.
Yes,
okay, so I'm sorry I missed that. I'm sorry I missed
Perhaps
that. Brand is going to scout ahead.
No, we the plan is to go together because Brand says I could go scout ahead, but I don't know what the hell I'm going to see. Right?
Perhaps we should all go. Yeah, we could just leave the rest of the members of the house with the guards, and just the 4 of us go. Right?
Yeah, we can have Dozen and
Sor, Thak,
Shane Cantos,
and Shane Cantos could stay
speak
behind.
with him about watching it. Yeah.
What of young Yanni? Would you like him to stay behind as well?
Ooh.
I really don't know why we're all going. I mean, I think a very, very small, light, singular scouting party would really work best. Brand, just throwing that out there. I mean, you know.
I at least should go. If there's something of a sorcerer's nature, we should see what it is.
You are much too frail, Master Parthel. You are much too frail for this type of journey. You're just yourself recovering from whatever struck you there, and of course, I would go, but if something were to happen to you, then there would only be myself left as the one wielder of the mystic arts to protect the group. So
the rest of the caravan, yes.
So,
well, I will go then with Bran and Thak, if that is.
Bran and Thak, okay.
I mean, Brandon Thane. I'm sorry, Brandon Thane.
I see. I just assumed Thane was staying back. Okay. Sorry. Oh yes. Okay. Very well. Right. Well then, I guess I shall accompany you, my friend. I'm sure this rabbly crowd can take care of themselves. Yes.
Just so you know, Jasimba, we will be coming back for them.
Of course we will. Of course we will. Yes, we will.
Yeah, I suggest we take Yanni with us, so him and Shane Cantos won't potentially cause any trouble. You know what I'm saying? Stealing goods and leaving and whatnot. Since they're both from the house, the spider. Keep them separated. And plus, we need somebody to carry whatever we find back.
Oh, you are optimistic. I like that, Thane. Very good.
Yes. I mean, what's his name? Thuvian and I forgot the guy's name.
Well, poor Thuvian's dead, you know. But Shaq, you want things to say, and for Yanni
my
to
little
go.
Hirely.
Okay.
The Hirely guy.
Yeah. Oh, the dead guy. Yeah.
Erebus or
yeah. His head popped off. Yeah, that guy.
Oh, jeez.
All righty. Well then, so the four of you are going plus Yanni. Is that the idea?
Yanni.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So you guys are able to ride off on 5 horses, I presume, unless you guys really want to take Equisaurs. Or will you walk?
I suppose Bran is going to recommend horses,
Bran would
so we'll
recommend
take horses. Yeah.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, then riding off in the direction where you saw the closest of these impacts, the one that actually happened the first. It doesn't take you that long. It's only a few miles away. The closer you start to get to that area.
Is this the area where the Tharks are?
No, I mean that's quite a ways away. I was being rather facetious when I said you could hide there. It's quite a distance. You'd never be able to make it there in time.
Right.
At first, the horses start to get a little nervous. You can tell there's something. They're just like this. They're a little shy. And then the next thing that happens is you see a bunch of creatures, mostly 6-legged little hexa things, scurrying at a rather large rate of speed away from the area where you were riding to. Then around a little bit of like a hill, a little bit of rocks, you see an octophant also running at top speed.
Oh, this is not cool. This
Oh,
is not good.
no.
These creatures seem to be smarter than we are.
It's the
Yes.
Martian equivalent to the Tasmanian devil has landed. That's what's going on here.
Or Tarask.
Yeah. Yes.
Then perhaps we should alter our plans and head back. There is one thing I could do.
We're not in the path of the Octophan, are we?
I could change shape and try and scout and see what lies beyond.
Yes. You should do
But
that. That's great. Yes.
In your weakened condition.
No. He's fine. He's fine now. Look. His cheeks are rosy. He's fine. Go right ahead.
But just outside of game, I mean, if you lose hit points, it's going to be.
Ivan, let's do the thought exercise of what it would cost to cast the spell.
Time out.
What?
Before you do your thought exercises, are we turning back?
I don't know, because I don't know. What do you guys think? I keep pushing this, but I don't know.
Oh, we're definitely looking at the wizards because.
Well, I mean, these are small hexavermin that are running away. Okay, yes, there's the octophant, yes, right, but besides that, I don't know. I think maybe Parthalia will have a.
It would be a -3 right now. I did the math. It would be a -3 right now to cast shape change.
No, it's not shape change. It's polymorph self, which is 4th level. So it's not that bad. It's bad, but it's not that bad.
Okay. Well, Brad, what do you suspect? Creature that would cause this much disruption? Could it be a creature locally here, or is this something different?
Not that I know, but given what we just saw up in the sky, seems like there might be a regiment of devils up ahead, for all I know.
This very well could be. Well, you need to scout out now. So,
I think speed and movement is our best option, even saddled down as we are. But that's always the way of my people. Keep moving. I know the sword and the bow and the horse, but the ways of demons and sorcerers are a mystery to me.
Okay, then Thane looks around. Master Parthalion. Any spells that may help out?
What are we saying, Ivan? Then it's easier. It's
What's a level 4 spell, right?
Correct. And I'm injured, and I don't have it memorized, but I do have it in my book.
You do have it in your book. So you got six full points. You can cast it. That's not a problem. But you're injured, so it's -1, and you didn't memorize it, so it's -2. but you have 2 extra points. You could blow all your magic points right now and cast it with just a straight saving throw if you really wanted to.
Sure, why not? I'll say I'll
Do you want
I'll
a list
take a-
of? Do you want me to text or say the list of the reasons?
Maybe that's a bad idea.
Yeah, no, I don't have enough time to read all of that. If I start reading all the reasons why this is a bad idea, they'll be upon us. So Barthalion gets off the horse and he hands the reins to Bran. I say, "Watch, I will take the form of a flying reptile."
He said, "Hold my L."
What do I want to say? If I will try and signal from above, depending on what I see. If I circle 3 times, make best speed back to camp, and I'll do my best to catch up. Let me just look at how long this lasts, because I'm making promises here, and it's like
it's 1 turn per level, so it's what like your third
ooh, so it's 3 turns, so it's half an hour. It's not bad. So watch my flight pattern. And Barthalion walks off and begins to chant in a strange language.
One moment, Master Barthalion.
Yes.
I put my hand on your shoulder and I say, you've always been like a somewhat sort of mentorish kind of
grandfather
guy to me. If anything happens to you, is there anyone I should inform?
Yes, now that you mentioned that, take this book. And I give him the spell book of Sarosthenes, and I'll say, if I should not return, make best speed for Paragon, all of you. Find my Farsis.
Your what?
A student, my Farsis, that's his name. A student of Sarosthenes. He is in the city. Hand him the book and tell him what we've discovered so far. He will provide assistance.
My Farsis.
My Farsis. Sorry about that.
Yes.
Let me spell that out.
No.
I have it.
More fun if I spell it myself.
Okay.
And his brother, my Arabics.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
very well. I will do my best to fulfill your wishes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All you have to do is roll through.
And all I have to do is roll.
That's your choice. You don't have to burn those other 2 spell points to increase your save.
No, I'm going to do that because you know how it is. So I need a full 15 to save from this. Let's see.
Save entirely, yeah.
Come on, 15 on the nose.
Yeah.
That's right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I want to see those dice. I want to see those dices. No,
Show me the dice.
I could move the camera though, but
I believe you. Okay, so yeah, you're able to turn into the creature of your choice. I guess it's got to be like at least
it's like a vulture or
right, yeah.
Or something like that, right? It's like a mix between a pterodactyl and a vulture,
right?
So you get to make up the creature that you're turning into, like it's just some sort of
no, but it's keeping in with the Martian theme, right?
Right.
It's going to be a vulture, so I guess it's Hexa Pumas and Hexa something.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Yeah,
it's flying off.
I'm assuming this is the normal Martian equivalent to a vulture, so that's why it's just a normal bird,
Right.
Right. That's easy. So you're flying off in the direction that all these animals ran from. That you're kind of running towards.
I gained some altitude to look from afar as best I can.
Getting some altitude. You see about a mile away, maybe not even. You see 3 creatures. You really can't make out like what they are. You'd have to get a little bit closer, but they seem to be ripping another big creature. Maybe it's an octophant, like apart. One of them is. I mean, none of them are actually as big as an octophant. 2 of them are much larger than the other one.
Okay.
One looks to be roughly maybe a little bit bigger than man size, but not enormous. The other two are, maybe twice, 2 or 3 times again as big as a person. They seem to have too many limbs, like not even it's 6, maybe it's 8. And then you're not sure. Do they have more than one head? I mean, it's really tough. It's almost as if, as you look at them, they're not really holding their shape.
Oh, okay. I dip a little bit lower to catch maybe a better glimpse. But if they're just changing shape and there's 3 of them, and they're black shapes, you said?
Yeah, mostly black, mostly black. A little bit of red, maybe a little bit of purple. But as you get closer, they're just absolutely horrific.
Okay.
In some ways, they remind you a little bit of the creature that you saw in the temple, but you're not you're not completely losing it at this exact moment. I mean, it's not same level of terror, but they move. Some of them are moving so fast, you're not sure if those are arms, if they're tentacles, what they are. Okay. One of them looks up at you all of a sudden, one of the bigger ones.
Oh, no. Yeah.
And I mean, there's like just way too many eyes. The mouth just opens in more than one direction. And it looks at you and just kind of like lets out this ungodly shriek.
All right. So I turn around and I start gaining altitude again. And then I spin in 3 circles and fly back toward the rest of the guys.
All right. So he's spinning in the 3 circles, Bram. That's the signal for us to leave, right?
Yes.
Is that what he's saying?
Yes.
Is go?
Then let us ride. He can catch up easier.
Yes.
That is taking you all maybe like 2 minutes. So you've got quite a bit more time. With your incredible eyesight, you can see at this point that the creatures are now pursuing you.
Oh boy!
They seem to be bound to the land. They don't seem to be able to fly.
For now.
We don't know this. He does.
No, we don't know this. I mean, we've got our signal, so we book it.
We're riding back.
All right, so I'll turn away from where the guys are going. We were headed east? I forgot the direction we were originally headed
north?
At. Yeah, headed west, I believe.
What? Everybody's got a different direction.
East.
So.
I thought Paragon was north.
You're right.
My map.
East.
You're other east. And I have no idea.
Patrick, that's not east. Right. That's west. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I'm gonna find out exactly which direction you guys are headed because it really doesn't matter. You guys are actually headed east. Okay,
there we go.
Right.
So our
original, to his horse.
We're saying that our original direction of travel toward Paragon is east, right? Is that
it's not only north. North, yeah.
Okay, so it's north. Okay.
Yeah, it just so happened that the impact that was the closest to you was to the east.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start flying toward the Scaran caves that we came out of.
Okay.
But as I fly, I keep trying to get greater and greater altitude with the hope. This is the hope, is that they'll follow me, turn toward the Scaran caves, and keep following until they lose track of, sight of me. And when, I don't know, 10 minutes or something have gone by, then I'm going to go as high as I can and double back. That's my plan.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Does this work? Okay, let's see. That's a good plan. So let's see. Brilliant. Let's see. Does this work? I'm going to say, I'm going to say,
gotta work.
On a 1 to 3, it works. Like these guys just like lose you and they go.
They keep going.
Right
yeah.
On a 3, a 4 and a 5, you don't quite lose them. They're not going to be able to entirely keep track of you, but they're not going to go as far as the scaring camp. They're gonna like just wise up that like something's going on. They're not gonna be able to catch. On a 6, they're gonna stop and eventually run into
the rest of the guys. Yeah.
So who wants to roll?
I shouldn't roll. Somebody else do it.
Oh, Jose's a good D6 roller.
Alrighty then. See what we got. D6.
Yeah.
I got a 3.
That's a 3. Oh, well, it works.
Nice.
All right. Brilliant plan.
So yeah, so I pick up altitude after about 10 minutes, and then I fly as high as I can, and maybe turn a little bit to one side, and then slowly circle about until maybe 10 more minutes have passed, and then the last 10 minutes is me going down to the encampment. I'll fly directly there.
Okay, yeah, and then you seem to have lost them. They seem to be like headed towards the old Scarum encampment at this point, or the cave where you came from.
So as I land, I flow back into the shape of Parthalion, and Parthalion leans against a rock and says, "I think the creatures have lost my trail. Still, we must hurry. I have no idea how these beings track. If it's by sight or by smell, we must make best speed and keep a lookout." And I'm assuming the rest of the guys have gotten back, right? Because it wasn't that long a ride.
Yeah, it wasn't that long.
Yeah, we see. Say beings. What did you see?
It's 3 beings, about the size of men. The smaller of the smaller 2, but the larger is larger, perhaps the size of a horse. They took down an octophant, all 3 of them, but that's not what bothered me. They changed shape. They didn't seem to hold a consistent shape, and worse, they made me feel like that abomination in the temple of Anu. I think these are the creatures of Anu. I think we have solved the mystery of where those black mystical creatures came from. Perhaps they have come to Mars from prior convergences. In any case, it's 3, and they seem quite dangerous, so we should make best speed and keep guard at night in case they pick up our trail. Bran, do you have any suggestions on what we can do to obscure our trail?
Not with this group of people. I don't think I can have a trail with this many people who are not born to the wilderness. And do you realize if they chase us, we will probably die because we will have to stop to hunt for food.
Yes. And this is why I come back to my plan. You see, with Bran's assistance, I believe the 4 of us could possibly hide our passage across this area. The other folks could then be a diversion, and they would be lumbering and leaving big footprints, and they would be an easy catch for these creatures.
As Josimba talks, Bran goes to Russ and says, "Have everybody start getting to horse. We got to get moving."
Since I have told you before, Josimba, I will not leave my folk behind.
And Yanni,
and as I told
you have a good point. You have a good point. I think that's the right way to go.
Yeah.
You leave the slow people behind.
Who says that?
It's Yanni. He's completely, with you. It's like, oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yanni agrees with that. I mean,
and I'll say to Josimba, I'll have my book back, if you please.
all right.
Your
book.
Yeah.
I totally forgot. Yes, of course. Where did I put it? I'm not really sure. There you go. Here you go. You can have your book back. Good. Take it. It's very heavy. It's very heavy. Are you sure you're all right to carry it? I can.
No, it's fine.
All right. Well, if you ever need me to carry it, I'm here. Very well.
All right, Thane had his medallion in his hand. Thoughtfully, while they were talking, he kind of breaks out of his stupor. As soon as Josimba and Bran goes off, I'll walk over to Master Parthalion and say, "Master Parthalion, when that eldritch light came down and being struck, there's going to be multiple strikes and multiple beings that you speak of hitting the land. And I fear for the caravan here. When it came out, I had grabbed my icon, and it was thrumming in my hand, and a rage filled me. And I had told you once of my dream that it keep me awake and keep me bothered. This seems to be the same connection with the Eye of Anu, like as you say, the abominations. So I would suggest that we get this caravan to Paragon to safety as quickly as possible. But
Yes.
also provide an outlying area to where we can make sure that nothing gets to this caravan. So if we can break away from them, I myself would do that gladly. Provide some kind of a rear
guard.
a rear guard, and maybe even break away as you did if you led them elsewhere. Perhaps if we could get a bird's eye view, as it was, and make sure that we could lead this caravan to Paragon to safety, away from these strikes and these beasts these abominations you're speaking of.
Yes.
So it provides some kind of outlying, protection as we do.
I agree. I fear there will be multiple of these creatures roaming the lands now. This was just the nearest one to us. And indeed, I agree that the only protection we'll probably have are the walls of Paragon.
Now, with that, when you turned into dragon that time, did you mention to us about that little encampment that you saw?
Yeah, I would.
I think it was closer. Okay,
I would have shared all my intel. Yeah.
Yeah, that comes to mind. What about this encampment that you saw? Where the princess, she may be suitor to trek to, and through the mountains that might provide some kind of,
she might
we're
be,
not as seen.
She might be, but I didn't see any walls. I don't know how safe would be out in the open. I mean, I agree. My first instinct was to go to her. She was a former ruler of Paragon. We might be heading from the frying pan into the fire as the rulers of Paragon were also in league with the Azi. Although perhaps if there is a temple of Anu in Paragon, then perhaps we will be spared the wrath of these shape-changing creatures. I don't know. I don't know enough about the situation in Paragon.
It is something to consider, and if we get the caravan out of this Martian wilderness, maybe we won't be sighted as easily in going through the mountains. The passes, maybe we could find a pass and be more obscured, less seen to get to. I forgot her name. The princess.
I got her. Yeah, somewhere.
Alluvia?
Yes,
Alluvia. Maybe we need to confer with the others about how many days do you think?
I have a feeling she'll rain on our parade.
Yeah.
So how many days to that encampment, Ivan?
That would be like one less day. You imagine?
Okay.
So maybe like 3.
So, but I agree. We should concur. We should confer with our at least Bran as regards your plan to keep a rear guard. Perhaps during the day, I could ride with you and stay behind and serve as. I don't know. Let's talk to Bran.
Did you spy anything else when you were in your shape when you were a flight?
Just the creatures fleeing from these beasts.
Okay, that would come in handy. A daily scouting that would kind of plot our course. Okay.
Yeah, I could teach Jasimba to do this magic, but we would depend on him. Yeah, we would depend on him agreeing to this plan.
Yeah, if he could share the burden, yes. if you could convince him as such. He seems to be self-motivated.
That's very hurtful, and I'm.
Well, you're not here. I wouldn't say this to your face.
I know you wouldn't. I can hear you.
You turn into something you fly off. Last we see of you, yeah.
Like the camera, you two are talking, and the camera angle just kind of shifts over. I'm like right behind you. I can hear you.
And we hear
Right
the
here.
old Incredible Hulk theme song.
So at this point, are you guys planning to head out?
Yes.
Where's that? All right. Now, at this particular juncture, you really don't need to make the commitment to split off to go to what you suspect might be the camp of Alluvia and rather than Paragon. At this point, you're really just going north.
Okay.
Is that your plan to go in that general direction towards Paragon and towards Alluvia's?
It's all north from here for us.
It's all pretty much north from here.
Yeah.
All righty. So, leading, getting the rest of the panicked people who are now kind of a little bit more calm and getting ready, everybody on the equisaurs and horses. You've burned a couple hours doing your recon and doing your deliberation, but you're able to continue to trek through the wilderness. Can you actually catch any food? That's a good question.
Is this still the same day?
Yeah.
Okay.
This all occurred in the morning.
Yeah, we need a scout and a rear guard on this.
And someone must hold the middle. I mean, without a middle, there's nothing.
Well, it seems like December's probably in the middle. It looks like Brand might be in the front, being really brave.
Because I was considering doing another polymorph to some sort of predator creature so I could help with the hunt, but I think I pushed my luck far enough today. Yeah.
Oh, that would be incredible. That would be incredible negative. Yeah.
I would help, but I'm really not. Let's see what I have here. No, I'm really not seeing it. No, sorry.
Yeah. All right. Well, somebody needs to roll a d6. If you roll 1 or 2, you guys actually catch some food. Anybody go ahead and roll it.
Can I roll? Can I roll?
Yeah, go for it.
Here
we go. 2.
Oh. Really? Oh, amazing. Okay, well, it's only because of Brand's incredible skill. That as you guys are trekking forward, you're actually able to catch some creatures, which apparently the only reason that you were able to get them is because they're running from their life. They seem to be scurrying from someplace else. So good on you for being able to catch some large enough items that you don't need to deplete all of your stores.
Nice.
Actually, that's a good indicator. If there's any wildlife rushing from any direction, then we know not to go there. We go ahead.
Yes.
Unfortunately, as the day goes on, you see panicked animals really kind of running from just about every direction.
Oh no.
Yeah. And as the day comes down to a close, let's see if you actually run into anything else besides these panicked animals.
Nice.
Okay.
In fact, you do. So it's about you've caught your meal, but you're still still continuing on. People have kind of field dressed the kill, if you will. You're heading towards what looks like another really good spot to camp that Bran has been able to identify. And at this juncture, as you're getting closer and closer to that area, you start to see once again the telltale signs of scurrying and panicked wildlife, which are followed by 6. I rolled a 6 on the D6, man. Which are followed by, I think I just killed me live. Which are followed by 6 creatures, which are mercifully only a little bit bigger than man size.
Oh boy!
6 of those creatures.
6 of those creatures, and you're all kind of see them all at once, and it's one of these things. They're moving so fast that it's hard to get a beat on them. Maybe it's because they're just so dark colored, but even like the colors in their body keeps on shifting, and you're having a hard time like seeing like how many legs does this thing have?
Jeez.
Is it arms? Is it tentacles? Is there one or two heads? And you notice they're all just kind of like amorphous, and it's not like a thing sort of thing, like not like a John Carpenter thing. It's just like this creature's made of something other than normal. It's not normal. It's almost like a bubble-ish kind of thing.
Okay,
but they're roughly kind of like anthropomorphic, or
Yeah.
just with way too many limbs and more than one head occasionally, and they're just hideous. And they seem to have taken notice of you and are running towards the party. Now, I'd like to know where everybody is.
Well, Brandon was leading the group, so.
Yes.
Friends chime in
Jasimba
front.
was in the middle, holding the middle must hold. Okay.
You
With
did
the
say that. You did say that.
I did
so
say
that's
that.
fair.
Yeah.
I was very particular about that. Yes.
if they wanted to bring up the rear, so
And bring up the rear. And Parthalius also bring up the rear as well.
No, I had originally thought to ride with Thane, but then I thought better about it, because if his plan is to lead whatever it was off, then I probably shouldn't.
yeah,
I think I'd be towards the front of the column, probably.
Towards the front of the column. I'm gonna say that Zor and Thak are gonna be stalwart and with Bran. Dozen, on the other hand, is smack dab in the middle. This guy is no fool.
I had originally, I didn't say it though, but Yeti and Shane Cantos, I was thinking, especially Shane for the hunt with the bow and arrow, could be up front with Bran.
Yeah, he's not going to leave him, but he really likes that guy.
Oh yeah, Yeti.
And the women are going to be closer to the back. And Rosalind, even though she really loves Bran, seems to like Bran, she's back there with the women as well as this one other guy.
Okay.
And the creatures, where are they coming from? Are they coming from the front? Are they coming from the rear? Are they coming from either side? Let's find out where they're coming from. So I'll just do the clock thing again. We'll do the standard. I'll do the standard D8 like missile weapon, grenade like weapon.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're coming from. They're coming from the. I guess that's the rear. It's coming from the rear and kind of from the left flank. They're only 5, okay. So I think if we're going that way, so it's right around there.
Just the question was my medallion, which I've been keeping close to my chest, act any differently or start throwing?
It is starting to you can feel it's almost getting warming up. It's almost starting to glow as these creatures are barreling now towards your group. The women are screaming. Rosalind is running up to Thane and clutching onto him.
Oh.
For the first time in a while, but
okay, what?
Oh,
yeah. Thane turns around and pushes her back and looks intently in her eyes and says, "Get to the middle, get to center." And then, who you said some other guy was with me?
Yeah, no, that's one of the other unnamed Kai. The other guy's name is Othar.
Okay.
Kai.
Othar Kai. Yeah.
Before I had the party, I say go tell Bran, and then I break away and go back to battle.
That's good.
Othar stands next to Thane, ready to help. Draws his yeah.
Oh jeez.
Now Othar actually has one of these pistols.
Yes.
As do the other two fellows.
Oh, I do too. Yeah, I forgot about that.
What does
if it's running toward it, I'll use the pistol. Or, which is a D6, I think.
2d6.
2d6.
Yeah.
No, I mean as far as
sorry, did you say you were sending Rosalind to be in the center?
Yes, shut up.
You did say that.
Yes.
Maybe that's Thane's problem. He's always senators.
He did say, but let's see. Does Rosalind listen to him, or does Rosalind stay with him? Let's see.
Hey, I gave her that long, lingering,
and roll the reaction.
That little emotional breakaway.
Yeah, she is kind of like, she's backing away from him a little bit, but she hasn't quite gone to center. She's just she's not clinging on to him for dear life.
Right.
What does everybody want to do before we roll for initiative?
No,
All right. Well, Thane's drawing his little weapon. I told her to go get some help.
they're still far away, right?
Yeah, they're still far away. It's going to take a while for them to close, so to speak.
Yeah.
I will draw my weapon in case I need to ceremoniously put others out of their misery before things get really terrible.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm blowing my whistle like crazy.
Yes.
Yeah,
Whistle?
Brian obviously is riding back to help defend the
Yeah, I
caravan.
think in the
from-
second session I said I had a whistle.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay. That's awesome.
If things get too dire, I will kill the women just to make sure that they don't suffer.
What was you doing the last time with that snark attack? Follow the women.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Is there wind blowing? Wind ain't gonna muffle the whistle, is it?
Are you guys going to do anything different? Are you going to like in terms of like your formation or no?
I'll draw a gun and maybe we should circle up or something, I suppose.
But I'm the center, so
Yeah, I was
gather
I was
around.
a little bit off there, you know. Off focus.
I mean, I'm guessing the fighters should make a line of defense, right?
They need to
good
circle
idea.
They're
up
coming
or
from
And-
one direction, yeah.
They
Yeah.
are.
yes.
The women are decidedly running to the back. What now is the back of the party, based on the
face.
direction of these. Dozen is helping them
Yes.
run to the back.
Okay.
Not again.
Okay, Shang Cantos. Let's see. I'll tell you what, Del. Seeing as he's kind of your guy. Why don't you roll him a saving throw?
Wait a minute. This die is kind of weird. I'm trying to figure out what it says.
No, just go straight roll a saving throw. Just go ahead and roll a regular old save.
No, it's a 20.
Yeah. Just roll D20 for Shang Cantos. Tell me what the number is.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I rolled a 20. It's just got
Oh,
a
you
little
rolled
odd,
20?
a 20.
Okay? He passed.
Okay. Yeah. It's just got some kind of odd icon on it and stuff.
Oh, it's a weird die. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I understand. So, wow, he's brave. Okay, awesome.
Okay. Good. Ben Gunn, stay there.
All right, and they are now running towards you at top speed, which is faster than a person can run.
Jeez. But like a blur on the Oasis.
Yeah, it's sort of like, man, those things could probably catch an Equisaur.
Good grief.
Great.
Maybe even
Now,
worse.
do I have time to aim before I shoot?
Oh, let's see. Yeah, you got a round.
Yeah, we want to
Okay.
shoot at them. See if we can.
Mhm, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm telling the what's his face beside me to aim too.
Oh,
Keep both eyes open.
if I were to cast sleep, that's at -2 to the saving throw.
Sleep with.
That would be it's something you haven't prepared, right?
No, I did have it prepared. I just ran out of points, and I'm wounded, and I ran out of points. So I
Okay,
think
yeah, it'd be
those are the
negative too. Yeah,
two.
that's correct.
That means I'm gonna fall off my Equisaur.
I also have sleep as well, and I'm not wounded.
Mhm.
Wait a
Y'all
minute.
gonna cast sleep on each
But-
other.
I don't have
Yeah,
my.
you know,
no, that's my spell from my book too. So
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
have
not
it
going to
prepared.
cast anything just in case because it's too dangerous. Might hit somebody else.
Hmm.
Hmm.
All right. So how much not having prepared with the minus?
I think it's -2 because you can cast it. Are you? Let's run down the list. You still have your points. You can cast it raw. You had not prepared, so it's -1. Let's see what else. Casting a spell.
That just prompts a saving throw. That's it.
You're at full hit points, so you can just use 1 point to cast and 1 point to mitigate the, to add a bonus to your saving throw to make your saving throw normal, or
Okay.
do the save at -1, whatever you want.
Or do it
It's
at
not, even,
-1.
it's not even -1. It's just all she's doing is casting a spell he hasn't prepared. That's it.
Just -1.
Yeah.
So it's just a save, not even a -1.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll do that. That'll be what I'm prepping for.
Okay. Alrighty, and everybody else is going to aim and then fire. Is that the idea?
I'm gonna try that. Yeah.
Okay,
We
go ahead,
roll
fire.
a D6 for initiative, right? Or no?
I'm gonna give you one free shot.
Right.
Those that are firing lasers, ray guns, or whatever.
Lasers.
Lasers.
Another 5. This is the dice that has the 5 on it. I'm gonna get a new dice.
All right. 15 plus 5 tends to be 20.
Okay, that is a hit.
Nice.
See, I complained that the dice is only rolling 5, and then I rolled both of my D20s, and they both come up 17. It's like, okay.
It's 2d6 damage, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. That's a total of 9.
Okay. So you blasted one for 9 hit points. Anybody else successfully shoot anything?
I get 9.
You got a 9? That would be
Total,
9 total with your bonus and your attack bonus.
Yeah, attack bonus is 3.
Okay, that would be no. That would be a negative. Anybody else shooting a gun?
Pull the trigger.
That'd be
Shoot the thrill.
a negative. Let's see, that would be another negative. I'm thinking all you 3 guys. Oh man, your guys are freaked out by these things. They're all missing with their guns.
Now, if I took time to aim, is it a +4?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, in that case, 13? That's still no. You didn't hit him.
all right.
Too many thrills.
And Parthalion, you didn't shoot or no? Okay.
Rolled a 5. So.
Okay, so your Simba has to cast a sleep spell. That's what he's doing.
Ready?
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Ready to kill.
So it depends on what hit dice the things have.
Yes.
That's correct.
And I rolled a. Said -1 to my roll.
No, it's just a straight old saving throw.
Okay. That would be a 6.
That'd be a 6. Oh,
That'd be a 6.
All right. Well then.
So close to a Parthalion 5, but
Roll the D6. Roll the D6 for me.
He's going to cast sleep on me.
Here we go. And I rolled a 6.
Uh-oh.
How great is that?
Well, the spell fails, perhaps in a humorous manner. Perhaps. Okay. Well, then, like roll another D6. Let's see how badly it fails.
He needs to put himself to sleep.
It's a 5.
It's 5. Okay. Let's see. Fails in a humorous manner, perhaps.
It's all a matter of perspective, though. What's humorous, really?
Humor is so subjective. Yeah.
I know, exactly.
He put his ankles to sleep.
All the monsters dying would be funny.
That would be funny. Falling asleep, not so funny.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Throw that out there, DM.
See, everybody's laughing when we said that. It's funny.
Not trying to influence your decision.
No. Okay, of course not. Something must have gone wrong as you're casting the spell. Maybe it's because you're tired. Maybe it's because you're a little scared. But for a second, you almost lose consciousness. And there's just, even Parthalion. Maybe Parthalion missed because of the spurts of blue flame that are just like emanating from the Simba as he's like trying to cast something, and it just gone horribly wrong. But fortunately, nothing really awful happens, and nobody dies. The creatures, nothing really seems to happen to these creatures whatsoever. Everybody feels a little bit peppier than normal.
Oh, okay.
A bit freaky, but nothing terrible. I'll be nice.
Except my arms are asleep now.
Yeah.
His
But it's just
butt-
at the end of the day, the spell does not work. Nothing
his
happens.
butt
It's just
fell asleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
there's
I heard
a lot
it.
of
I heard it
sparks, a lot of
snoring.
flash, a lot of smoke. But nothing happens. Okay, now it's actual real initiative time.
All right.
Oh, man.
To shoot the gun is D6.
It is a D4 because it's a missile weapon.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Gotcha.
The creatures are on a 6.
Oh, nice. We got another shot.
I'm on a 1.
2.
Ooh.
3.
4. Yeah, this is great. It's 1, 2,
There
3,
you go.
4. There we go.
Bang, bang, bang.
Okay, and the rest of your party, the rest of your party is also on a 6. Okay, so on a 1, what are we doing?
1 ray gun.
Ray gun. Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes
Yeah,
Probably.
that's 6
Next.
again.
Okay.
Thanks for
Anybody
coming
on
out.
2?
I am.
Okay.
Brand levels the pistol, and that is a natural 20, sir.
Oh, nice.
Natural 20. Okay, we'll go roll again. See if you hit the armor class.
It's 15 plus 5.
Oh,
Wow.
dear. Okay, well, this thing needs to make a save, or whether it just dies automatically. Well, it fails. You actually just pop one right into the heads, and
And it bursts.
it does. The thing bursts. It's like it does. It's not even like it dies. Like the whole body just comes apart.
So can I go over this ruling you're using right now? Okay, so he rolls a 20, then he rolls the hit again.
Yeah, it's
Like
kind of confirmed in the
a
armor class.
3.5 confirmed.
Yeah.
So you're rolling just to hit again. If you hit again,
Then it's
you're
double
doing a save
damage.
versus death.
Then they save. They just save. If they fail to save, they die.
Cool.
But what save are you using?
Just a straight save.
That save. Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah. Otherwise, I mean, like
Versus-
because we're just using like a universal save now.
Okay, right.
Right.
I
Yeah.
forgot the
Yeah,
universal
with the
save,
partial
Yeah,
save.
but
and full
remember
save.
when Eloy lost Dell's backup character.
Yeah.
Remember that great fight where you just threw hexa chickens at everybody and everybody else
That's
like
it.
died.
Exactly.
So
how
it was like maybe 2 or 3 like of those death saves got failed. You know, people just rolling 20s like crazy.
Yeah, Thuvian
All
said,
right.
I got a splitting headache.
Oh God, that's true.
Remember I had that. Okay, so you
Who's on a 3? Anybody on a 3?
Thane.
That
is
was
okay.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. I take up my floppy arms. A little bit numb, but I'm trying to pull the trigger. Hey, 20. No joke.
Whoa.
Nice.
That same odd
Whoa.
symbol. Yeah.
Roll again, man. Roll again.
8.
Okay.
Oh, with extra 3.
Yeah, with extra, it's not gonna hit this. Go ahead, roll 2d6 though for damage.
It's 11.
That's 11. Okay, cool. So you've hit another one of these things. Another one of these things has taken quite a bit of damage. They are still running forward. Anybody on a 4?
Yes. We've had 2 natural 20s in a row. Here comes number 3. Here comes number 3. And not really.
Yeah.
One
Roll
on the
one.
Yes.
Jeez Louise.
Yes,
Oh,
a
no.
1.
Jesus, man, what am I gonna do with you?
Oh no.
Really?
Yes. So I
Really?
need to roll again.
Yeah. Just don't roll another one.
Please. Come on,
No.
man. 13.
Okay.
Okay. So
I don't get that. That's awesome. Okay. That's fantastic. Oh, so nobody's on a 5, I presume. So now it's 6.
So 6
All right,
is
so
them
Yeah,
and the
it's
caravan.
them and your people. So your people are firing. So I'm going to just roll some things. Let's see. Nobody's actually hit the creatures. I mean, they're just like pew-pewing. Actually, wait. Let's make sure that Shane. Oh. Let's see. I think Shane Kantos is actually the only person to hit something. Yeah, he's actually blasted something for 9 hit points of damage. So
Nice.
you've got 3 of these creatures that are now wounded.
Okay.
Let's see. 7. Okay. So you've got 3 that are wounded. 1 is dead. 2 are unwounded whatsoever. And now the battle is joined.
Oh.
Okay. And let's see. Who are they attacking? And who is actually in front?
I'm in the center, so that's all I'm saying. Okay. Just
Well, actually,
Pointing
me
that
and
out.
Watson's face would be the closest ones to him, since we was
All
in
right.
the rear.
Okay, and let's see. Is anybody right next to Thane?
Thane is
Another
in the
guy.
back. So
Well, he was in the back.
Which is now the front because we did an about face.
oh,
And that guy that was with me or whatever, he's right beside me. Y'all are coming up on on us.
Okay. What's this other guy? All
I
right.
can't remember his name.
I just wrote it down. I can't remember his name again. What was his name, Eli?
I think it was Johnson.
Othar
Kai.
Johnson.
Othar
Kai. Yeah.
Othar Kai. Okay. So, two of them run up to Thane and Othar, and they stop about 10 feet away from Thane. And
Really?
freak the hell out.
Is my medallion like dropping the base or what? I mean, if they just stop right there in front of me, what am I visualizing here? You said multiple eyes, shifting bodies.
Yeah, they're horrific looking. But they just stop right in front of you and are just freaking out, like as if they want to tear you apart.
But it's almost like they can't get past a shield almost, like,
Something like that. Maybe. I don't know. In the meantime, what do the other ones do? Okay, one of them is going to attack Bran. What's Bran's armor class?
Bran's armor class at present is 18.
It is 18. Okay, man. You're lucky. All right. One of them misses you twice.
Claw skitter on my shield.
Exactly. All right. And let's see. What's another one going to go after? Let's see. I'll be nice. Okay, one goes after Parthelion.
ouch.
That's not nice.
Armor class is 13.
Okay. Armor class is 13. That's good. Take 3 hit points as one of the limbs hits you.
Ouch.
The other one missed, which is a nice thing.
Good to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see. That counts for 3 of them. Let's see. Another one is going to attempt to attack one of the fellows that's with you. All right, and that is. I want to say that's Zor. Zor's just taking 2 hit points of damage. So he's still alive. And let's see this last one.
Did he hit Othar Kai? I forgot.
No. Othar Kai is standing right next to Thane. So there's 2 that were kind of stopped in front of them. There's one that tried to hit you, one that hit you.
Yeah.
The one that, okay, that's 5. That's all of them.
Thor.
Okay, it's initiative time. They're on 3.
2.
1.
4.
1.
Okay, so what are you doing now? You've got these 2 creatures just right in front of you, about 10 feet away from you.
Okay. Now I'm gonna try to roll under my wisdom, if that's okay to you, to recognize something. So 9 or less.
Well, what are you trying to recognize before you roll dice?
I just want to recognize that if the connection between Bela and what I'm assuming about them with Anu, you know what I mean, as far as them following Anu, if that has any kind of parallel on it, or at least from Thane's position.
You feel intense hatred for these creatures, as if they are an abomination. Something that need to be destroyed at all costs.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, essentially, I wanted to find out. Okay, I guess I would have to be overridden by that. That's going to be maybe a negative.
Not overridden, but you're not going to. There's nothing for you to roll to figure anything out. I mean, at this point, you just really feel an incredible.
Incredible, intense hatred.
Yeah. I'm not saying you have to do anything. I'm just saying that you really feel. very compelled that these are horrible creatures.
Okay. Thane is jumping off his Equisaur and drawing his sword and starting straight to them.
Excellent.
And he's screaming, "You face the servant of Bela, you abominations!" And then he's drawing his sword about to strike.
I'm a servant of the secret fire.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
You shall not pass.
You can attack if you want to.
Okay, 16.
A 16.
Nice.
Nice. That's a 16 with everything? All right, roll damage.
Yeah. Okay, that was D8 for the sword, right? Okay, yeah.
That is correct. Plus whatever your strength modifier is.
Yeah. A 7 total.
A 7 total. Let's see. Then which ones are you facing? That's important. All right, cool. You're facing those. Let's do evens and odds. Oh! Your sword goes right through this creature and dissipates it. It's one of the ones that was injured before. And just
nice.
Nasty.
Okay, now I can keep rolling since I took him out, right?
This creature is a little bit too powerful for you to do that with. It's a little bit more of a mook thing.
Okay.
Wait a minute. But in this case, yes, go ahead. Make another attack roll. You can attack the creature.
So we've got the holy flame going on. Okay, that is 15.
That is a miss.
Okay.
Thank you for playing.
15 is a miss. That's not good.
That's true. Anyone on 2? Nobody?
2.
Round 2, no.
2.
Oh, you're 2. Okay.
Oh, 13.
That is a miss, my friend. These creatures are just fast.
Yeah.
Damn it.
They're on a 3. Okay, the other creature that is standing right next to Thane. I'm gonna need to see if he can actually attack you. He can. You have broken past whatever kind of barrier was holding them back, and although it almost feels like he's pushing, or looks like he's trying to force his way to actually attack you, but he does. And what's your armor class?
AC is 19.
19. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got that heavy plate mail, and he's doing the serious. So I mean, this creature's on top of you. These like claws are like slamming all over your scorched plate mail. Remember, it's scorched.
Oh,
yeah. Scorched that plate mail is, but it's still it's still rather functional. There's scorched plate mail and just clawing all over you. In the meantime, let's see. There's one that's going to attack Bran again. It's very pissed off. Bran's armor
18.
Okay. And it's okay. He does not hit you. It was a good thing.
The chainmails was a good investment.
Right. Oh dear. Parthalion, make a saving throw.
Uh-oh. That's my specialty. I always make my saving throws.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, God.
This creature just rolled a 20 to hit you.
Well, it's a 13, so it's like a partial thing, right?
That's a partial thing, yeah. We need to revamp this thing. So like Parthalion is down to like, gosh. At this point,
I only have 8 hit points, so you tell me.
Yeah, Parthalion's. I'll tell you. Well, roll a d4 to see just how many hit points you have left.
1.
Okay, well, Parthalon has 1 hit point left. This thing really was like, throttled him with an inch of his life. This thing is like picking him up and just slamming him to the ground.
Oh, no. Okay,
let's see. How many are left of these creatures? There's only 2 more left. One is going to once again try to attack. Is he going to attack Zor or Thak? Let's see. He's going to attack Zor again. Ooh, oh dear. Zor's dead.
Oh,
Azor
Zor's
gets,
dead.
yes, Azor gets kind of like, just this creature like misses him with one claw, but then like grabs him with the other, just like kind of slams him to the ground, blood spraying all over poor Thack. And is there one other creature left?
Poor Thack.
Poor Thack. That's one. Okay, that's 4 creatures. Go ahead. And now who is on a 4?
I am. Okay.
Sorry, before you go, just a quick question. I was planning to do something. Can I change my action, or is it too late to do that? I was going to shoot, but I want to cast a spell now.
You can do that.
Okay. So.
All right. So, question is, Brand's switching from pistol to sword and taking the penalty in the -2.
Right.
Since this is a big brawl, is it possible for Brand to try and attack Parthalion's dude?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So Brand's fighting from his horse, and he sees Parthalion slammed to the ground. So he draws his sword, and that's 13 plus 4, 17.
That is a hit.
Oh, God. I'm like, oh, we're losing our wizard.
You have another. I mean, just saying.
What? What? I saw his face even in the little box over there going.
Hey, wizard.
I didn't mean to mess with your mojo. You lost. You were at -2, but you got +2 from attacking this thing from behind, so you can actually hit it. So, what was the damage?
6 hits.
6 hits. Okay, it's taking 6. Okay. Let's see. Which one was this? Because I wasn't 100% clear on that. So let me just see if this actually kills this creature. No.
All right.
It's not that one, but you do some damage to this creature. All right. And what number are we on now? Are we on 5?
No, we're on 4. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
How many of the creatures are dead? I lost count. 2.
Let's see. There's 2 that are dead. So yeah. So there's 4 that are still alive.
So there's 4 still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I can cast any more spells because the penalty is like -6 or something. So that messes me up. Because I was thinking of going out with a blast, right, and just casting Shape Change again, but that's a 9th level spell, and
yeah,
I don't have any spell points, so it's like -6 to the save, right?
Oh yeah, at least it'd be horrific.
So yeah, so that's not gonna work. So I think I'm just gonna shoot it and see if that does it. Come on. Okay, I rolled a 10. But I have luck.
Okay.
So I'm going to re-roll that to hit, see if I can hit this damn thing on top of me. Yes! Natural 20. Yeah. I'm going to look. It's there. You can't see it.
No, we see it on the Wizzo cam, yes.
Okay.
20. And the damage is 9. Yeah.
You can roll again though. See if you hit it again at the armor class again.
Yep. Let's do that. 15.
15 total.
Yes, sir.
That's even with your pluses and everything.
I have 0. My -1 dexterity is canceled. My +1 to hit.
Okay, so that doesn't hit. So it's just okay. So then what's
9 hits?
9 hits. Okay, you do not kill it, but it's darn close. You just pop this thing. Okay. Let's see. Anybody else doing anything this round? Okay. Well, your people are actually on a 5.
Okay.
Your guys. So let's see. Thack is trying to avenge his brother with no luck. Let's try. Let's see. At this point, Shankantos is firing like a wild man. He is scared out of his mind because he just rolled a 2. In the meantime, let's see, Yanni. Just rolled a 4. These dice suck. They roll really well when they attack you guys. Let's see. Rosalind has finally decided I'm going to.
Rosalind?
Also has and she has actually rolled a 19.
Woo!
Nice.
Let's see if Rosalind actually does some serious damage to anything. She just popped something for 11 points.
Oh, she
Nice.
missed her calling.
Oh my gosh! Really? Go, Rod. Go.
Yeah.
Nobody messes with her, man.
Yeah. But she threw the one that was near Bran. And then.
Oh my god.
Other Kai fires and misses. So you have 3 creatures left, and it's initiative time.
All right.
Well, the creatures are on a 6. This is a good thing.
Nice.
3.
Wood.
Okay.
1. Yes, I got so excited I lost a D4. There we go. 1.
All right. Anybody else on a 1?
Yep.
You're on a 1?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so that 4 on my to-hit roll is not really going to help.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm at 3. Sorry, my fault. Go ahead.
So Partalion shoots wild or wide, and Bran, what is Thane? What does Thane do here?
Go. Well, Thane's still facing against the 2. He just took out 1. You said I have intense hatred for these. Does that come with any bonuses or just?
Oh yeah, no, I'm giving you bonuses on your rolls. Yeah, trust me.
Okay, gotcha.
Trust me.
It's not from hatred.
I'm a
It's not
professional.
from the hatred. It's because you're on a mission from God.
No, that's right. Yeah. All right. Oh man, that's 11 total. Misses.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. So in your fury, you miss the creature. Anybody on 2? Anybody? No. All right. Your people are on 2. Let's see. Rosalind misses this time, as does Shang. Does no, Thak actually this scores a hit. Ooh, oh dear. Thak actually pops one for a few points. And last but not least, other Kai. Oh, how about that? You guys are being so deprotagonized. You're between Thak and
Roz.
Rosalind, yeah.
Other Kai, they actually managed to kill one.
Oh, we're not complaining. We got what? 2 left?
Yeah, you've got 2 left.
I keep
There's the
losing
one.
track. Yeah.
There's the one standing over Parthalion.
Oh, we're at 3s now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm on 3
Simba
also. Yeah.
Your symbol will aim and shoot at the one that's standing over Master Parthalion. Here we go. Are you kidding me? 6?
Well, the good news is you don't hit Bran either. Because you're kind of the melee, you know.
And he's firing into.
That one's dead. Let's get out of here.
All right, I got a 17 on the die, so I'm guessing I
Nice.
hit. I don't have to do math.
Okay.
So the Savage Sword of Bran does 7 hits.
Okay, this creature absolutely, just dissipates.
Nice.
And they spout a fountain of goop.
all over Parthalion.
So just 1 now, right?
There's just 1 left, yes.
All right.
And that is the one.
Closest me, right?
Yeah, that's close to Fame. Oh, and man, it's just like whiffing. Roll a 5 and a 6. Even with its bonuses, it does not hit you.
Excellent.
Yeah.
But there's no more
blur.
You're a blur.
Yeah.
So it's initiative time, and unless anybody else wants to do anything or it hasn't gone.
4.
Okay. Anybody?
Bran basically is resting in the saddle for a bit. He rolled an 8.
Okay.
He's catching his breath. It's
Yeah.
been
You're on a
exciting.
1.
I rolled a 1.
creatures are on a 2. There's one creature and it's facing off with Thane. Do you want to shoot into melee or Thane?
Ooh.
He doesn't care.
This is, it's a precedent. You've set a precedent last episode. I'm just kind of wondering.
Now the real question is, would Jasimba shoot into melee?
The real question
The answer is yes, but
is it
One less
necessary?
mouth to feed.
Wait, is Master Parthalion still being threatened?
No, he's not. He's not.
Well, Jasimba really doesn't know this whole thing about, firing play, so.
Okay, no, he sure doesn't. Yeah, I mean, it's almost killed Thane once, but yeah.
It's only been once. Hold on here. Did he learn his lesson? Yes, he did. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So he will not fire into melee.
Oh, okay. That's off the side. All right.
You get a hold of it, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Creature's on 2, so the creature's going next. Oh, yes. Well, it did hit you once. Okay.
All right.
So you were taking 4 points of damage there, Thane.
All right.
And as this creature hits you and causes you damage, it's this just repulsive feeling. The feeling of complete wrongness. Just,
I vomited in his face. Like projectile.
Okay, that's fine. You don't even need to roll to hit. That hits. Anybody got a 4?
Me.
I'm on a 4. I'm on a 4,
Okay.
but I'm not shooting into melee. So I just
Wise move, Master Parthalion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, I'm on a 4 too.
You are, okay.
All right. That's 16.
That is a hit.
All right. That's 9.
Oh,
Nice.
You have managed to kill this last abomination.
Awesome. Nice.
Oh yeah.
And as this creature dissipates, you just see this horrible face, kind of like a parody of a human face, kind of split apart for a second and just coalesce into several different eyes, and just the absolute hatred emanating off this creature for you is just tangible.
Is it the same face we saw in the sky?
Is it the same face you saw in the sky? It kind of bears some resemblance to it. Maybe that's why it was so hard to get a beat on the other face. Maybe,
Cool.
Did the one in the sky have diamonds? No, just kidding.
Yeah, Lucy.
No, it's not Lucy.
Yeah, Thane's screaming, like blood curdling scream as he slashes through the last one. All right.
Bran congratulates Ross on her sharpshooting skills.
Parthalion utters a prayer to Bela that we managed to survive this with my last hit point. So
And Jasimba says, "You know what? I'm not a scratch. Not a scratch."
We actually have somebody to bury, right?
You do.
we have Zor, right?
Zor,
Zor
yeah.
died.
I thought 2 of them. That was Zor.
No, just Zor has died. He's actually the only person that's really bit the dust, which is amazing. These are actually particularly horrific creatures.
Yes.
Yeah.
So our crew is now down to 14.
That is correct. We've lost another member of the House of Sarathines.
Wow. It's 14, including us. The
Yeah,
PC.
that's correct. That's correct.
Yeah. Oh, well, at least Otharkai has a name now, so.
That's correct.
I love that.
I mean, the four nameless women are just weeping. Rosalind has thrown her arms around Bran.
Okay, Thane's already regained his composure a little bit. He's walking past. He kind of glances over there at Bran and Rosalind, embracing it, and snaps forward and keeps walking over to Parthalion. And he sees him, and then he'll lay hands on him too. to get.
Oh, I thought he was going to hug Barthalion.
What are you doing? What are you doing to? What are you doing to Parthel?
He's just gonna lay hands to get him. What is it? 3 points back, or do I roll for
Oh,
that?
nice.
No, you don't roll for it. You can do it your level per day, so you can do it but it's 2 hit points each time.
Yeah.
You can do it all to one person. You could do it to various people. You can do it to yourself. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, if it takes a little duration, I'll focus on getting him up to 3 times.
All
Okay,
right.
you can restore 6 hit points to the beneficence of Bela.
6 hit points total?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. 2 when I do it 3 times.
He is essentially using the paladin power.
No, I know, but I misunderstood the amount.
Yeah, you can land hands to land hands is
2 per level.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
So I'm up to 7. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says we do not need to lose you. It's doing it.
My thanks, Thane, and thanks again to Bella.
Yeah, you were like so close. I was like, oh my god, I just killed him.
I know.
Pretty awesome.
At least now you know you have to look for my Farsis wherever you go.
I'm sorry, that name is just gonna kill me.
It's not good.
Wherever
it's
you
not
go,
good.
my
Should I change
Farsis
it?
are there. Yes.
And his other cousin, my Pashtus.
So at this point, it is now evening in Zorzor as as Thak buries his fallen brother.
We have Dozen can then say a prayer over him.
Dozen is officiating over this as they.
Everybody's really depressed by the end of it.
Everybody's just freaked the heck out.
Yeah.
These creatures are just like otherworldly to the extreme. I mean, these Scarabs were scary. Probably, Shang. It's amazing that Shang has actually held it together.
So, question: when they died, did they vanish into goo or into smoke?
They vanished kind of into like goo.
Goo. All right.
Oh, okay. So there is some sort of residue left behind.
There is.
Did any get on us?
Yeah.
Splatter. Yeah.
Or did they turn into black worms, like
No.
who?
They don't turn into black worms.
We need to wash up, find some kind of water. If we're getting a cast.
Jacinda's going to take a sample of this, and I must have a small vial on me somewhere. So
Absolutely, absolutely.
Absolutely. So I'm going to
probably get a small flask.
Yes. Yeah. So I'll take a small flask of this fluid.
Get quite a bit of it, actually, if you want.
No, I don't want to be greedy about it. That's not my way.
That's a sound idea. Actually, maybe we can do something with that. So I guess Barthalion will see Jacinda doing that and say, maybe we can. I don't know. Maybe we can use this to find some sort of weakness or understand their connection to Anu.
Exactly.
And I'll grab a vial as well.
Thane understands, but he stays away from it. Washes himself off from it.
I kind of lean on Parthalion and go, Master Parthalion, you know what? It doesn't look good to the others if you copy me. I am just saying. So, go ahead if you wish, but it's not good in front of the plebes.
You can use that word. You could probably get Yanni to do some leg work for you.
You have a certain standing in this group, so just saying. Okay.
A good idea is still a good idea. So
yeah, if you wish, I am honored by your copying of me so flagrantly, but that's fine. Go ahead.
I was surprised Joseph isn't using Yanni to be his little gopher.
Not yet.
Not yet.
his little intern. This boy. But all right.
So I guess we're camping for the night. Then.
Yeah.
We need to set some watches out, at
Yeah.
least 2, in rotation.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm gonna roll hit points for the night.
Yeah,
Assuming,
anybody, yeah.
Oh yes, that is a 6.
Nice.
Plus 1 is
Good.
7. So I'm almost up to full.
6. I can roll 6 on the D4.
No, you said it's D6 because they're wizards in.
Oh, you're D4 after your first level. But I'll. How am I going to? We'll call it a 4. We'll call that a 4. So it'll be 5. I'll be nice.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah. Wizard.
So it's going to be a D4 after this.
Yeah,
okay.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
5 is good.
back up.
Of course. And Jusimba has Jusimba ever been injured ever?
Yes, he has. There was a hangnail back in Vesta.
Hangnail.
He's had his feelings injured.
Yeah, we heard his feelings a couple of times today.
Yeah.
So that evening, nothing actually happens out of the ordinary. As she clings on to Bran for dear life, Rosalind is crying, wondering if everybody's going to die out here before they ever make it anyplace. Are we all just going to die out here in the wilderness one by one?
Well, in some battles we may die in droves, but
Yes.
But she ain't gonna put up a fight with you, huh? I'll during the watch, I want to make sure that I got that little medallion. It'll be close to me under the armor, and if it gives off any tingly, activates the spider senses.
So that doesn't happen during your watch, but I tell you what, Dana is getting this real impression that it would be a good idea to hunt these things down and destroy them.
Yeah,
wherever they may be. And Parthalion, for the love of God, roll a saving throw.
Let's see. Come on.
And you keep your streak of failure up.
We gotta go back and count how many times I rolled this. 13 is kind of a partial success.
A partial failure. All righty. Excellent. Well, we're breaking ground. We're breaking new ground.
We're making progress. Yeah.
Okay. So during the night, you wake up again, and you once again you feel compelled that this little obsidian marble that you've had since, my God, session 2. Maybe. This is important, but there might be something important about it. But as you're holding it and just contemplating it for 1 second, as has happened to you so many times before, you start to hear voices, just not entirely. You can't quite make out what they're saying for the most part. But you hear voices, and they start to get a little bit more distinct, and you can't really make sure like who is speaking or make out who is speaking. But there's this idea, it's like all this time, all these plans are thwarted. I don't understand. Where did he go? It must have been another sorcerer, somebody powerful. We have to go find them. It couldn't have been that pathetic little man, could it? Perhaps. And then
They should not speak of you like that, Parthalion. That's terrible.
Then you're kind of losing this connection. You're not sure, but it's somehow, in some way, you were able to hear voices, and you think like this little ball, the obsidian ball, is important. Like somehow, maybe through that device, that little sphere, you were able to hear voices, people talking.
Are these voices like the Z voices that I heard before?
It's highly possible.
Make the connection. Excellent. Cool. Nice.
So that was an internal dialogue you were having?
That's kind of just like a little internal thing. Would you like to do anything else now?
Assuming this has been a full night's sleep, because worst case scenario, he'll be back to sleep until he get a full night's sleep, and then in the morning just try and focus on the thing, and see if I can establish some sort of connection through it.
That's what you want to do in the morning?
Yeah, because I need my hit points and my spells back. So,
okay.
Because if I do this, do I risk losing my spells or?
Well, if you wait till the morning, you might be able to try something.
Yeah.
You do it in the middle of the night, you might lose your beauty sleep and your spells.
Yeah, so I don't want to lose my beauty sleep.
Alrighty. Anybody else doing anything in the middle of the night?
Well, I should be studying whatever I can out of the notes that I've written from Bartholomew's book. So. I just need to be straight on one thing. I still don't have my book back, or do I? I forget now.
No, you went and grabbed your book.
You got
Okay,
it.
I have my book.
You got
Okay.
it.
All right.
The only book you don't have is the book that you stole. I mean,
Yes. Yeah. That one. Yeah.
On behalf of the spider.
Stole is such a harsh word.
Yeah.
I prefer creative acquisitions. Yeah. So. Very well. All right.
So what's the plan in the morning, guys?
I think we have to keep going north.
Yeah.
Unless Thane is going to try and talk us into doing something different, right?
Yeah, and while the crew is getting ready, I'll try and see if I can maybe establish some sort of connection through the sphere.
Oh, okay. So as you concentrate on this thing, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to see if I can spy through the thing and listen to the voices. See if I can get a clearer picture of what, at least hearing, maybe seeing through the thing. I don't know if I can manage that.
Okay, great. First thing I need you to do is roll a saving throw.
Of course. Here we go. I'm placing my bets on a 5. Here we go. 20! Oh my God!
Wow. Okay.
We rolled some 20s tonight.
All right.
Yeah.
That's excellent. You made a saving throw. All right. And so you're concentrating and specifically trying to spy on.
Yeah, listen or see through the thing, or both, if I can manage that.
Okay, so as you're doing this, all of a sudden, after about maybe like 3 or 4 minutes, your surroundings like just completely disappear from your sight. It's almost as if you're completely blanked out from where you're sitting. You're aware that you're still sitting there. You can kind of feel your body, and after a while, even that's gone. And for a while, everything is sort of black and hazy. And then it's almost as if like stuff starts to coalesce and become sharper, like all of a sudden there's like fuzzy shapes.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see 5 figures all clad in red. And it's almost like you're in this vantage point, like you're on the ceiling somewhere or in a corner. And they're talking to each other. And there's these devices, like you look around and it's almost as if you're like inside like the remember that first place you went to with Cyrus where there were all these strange metal devices, and it's like that. It's just like this really odd room. It's completely made of metal. Hexafly on the wall. That's awesome. Like an hexafly. And there's these things that are just glowing. You have no idea what function they might serve. But these creatures in this like head to toe sort of metal armor are conversing with each other, and you recognize some of the voices of those that you saw so long ago now in the House of Makel. And these two Karak and Zaval are talking to each other while others are just standing there. and Zaval is just like beside his or herself. You can't really sure what the gender of this creature is. And it's like so many years of preparation, waiting for convergence, completely destroyed. We had the sorcerer. We were using him as the focusing element, and then he dies, and he's gone.
Oh, that's right.
I don't understand what could have happened. And the other one's like, well, you idiot, you have to figure out what happened. We almost brought about the complete convergence. We would have completely taken over Mars. We were bringing Anu in. I could see his face. The circle was finally complete. What went wrong? I don't know. I believe it might have been that other little man, that other sorcerer. Like, no, he couldn't possibly have done that. And they're arguing over the plausibility of this. And finally, is the big one, Karak, looks at him as, well, then you have to go find him. You should be able to track him down, shouldn't you?
Nice.
And Zaval's like, I believe we will begin the search for him. Ooh. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. And let's see if anything else. Oh dear. Okay.
So just to be straight, they are talking about Parthalion, right? I mean,
it appears, Parthalion. It's possible that they could be talking about that horrible little man that you should have killed when you had the chance. And as the conversation goes on, there's enough context clues about this guy that was arrogant enough to think he could just kill that guy. Like, we really cared about that Michael, and you should have killed him at the same time. Yeah. They're starting to get this belief that perhaps you might have done something.
Yeah. And that's awesome, because we know that when Sarosthenes dies, the body would move, because he had that contingency spell.
Yep.
The question is the body back at the house?
But also, what I did roll, I did roll is like, you did not get noticed this turn, because there's a chance of getting noticed. But I did roll something bad. Well, let's see what the bad thing is.
Uh-oh.
Well, listen, then. I've been waiting for you to make this saving throw forever so I could screw you.
So I was actually safe because I kept failing the saving throw, man. Come on.
Well, yeah. Kind of. All right. Ooh, that's bad. Okay, come on. Now what would you like to do?
What did you say?
I said that's bad. Now what would you like to do?
Okay, I'd like to get out of there. Thank you very much. Come back to my body.
You're having a hard time doing that.
Oh, okay. Is that a good cliffhanger for?
Yeah, it's a good time to now, as you guys are all preparing to leave, and maybe Brad or somebody said, "Okay, let's go, Graybeard." Parthalion is just sitting there on a rock, I guess.
With maybe the stone is in his hand or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So he got a stone in his hand, and maybe like a little bit of drool. And in the meantime, Parthalion, you're figuring like I've got to be able to get out of here, and you have this feeling that the longer that you stay there, in this bottle of a body of a hexafly, that you might get noticed. Like you feel like sooner or later, these at least one of them is a sorcerer. They've got to be able to notice that they're being watched.
Yeah,
they're being watched by somebody that they probably are really pissed off at.
Yeah.
And that, kids, is how we're gonna end this. So
nice.
Oh.
Jeez, that's rough.
Excellent.
Yeah. It's pretty awful, but it is what it is. Thank you.
So I whisper so I can see Parthalion, right?
Yes. Yes, go on. I'm sorry. What were you gonna say?
All right. So I just come up to him and go, put my hand on his shoulder. And go, can I have your book?
Nice. Nice.
Well, I think we should stop the broadcast right there.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Can I have your book?